Hello Lemubit students. In this tutorial, we're going to have a look at the Java Hello World example. In our previous tutorials, I taught you how to install JDK and install your Java IDE. So it is either you're using IntelliJ, NetBeans, or Eclipse. I showed you how to set up your IntelliJ if you decide to use it. Of course, if you use your IntelliJ, you will have a white background. So even if your own is white and you see mine as black, it's not that mine is special. It's just a custom look I put into it. So everything I can do here, you can do as well. So this is a Java Hello World example. So if I run this program, this will print out hello Lemubit students. So it didn't print out hello world. Yeah, I didn't put hello world here. So it's still similar to hello world if I put hello world. Capital letter world. If I print this out, it prints out hello world. So now, before I begin to break down what this program does, I want to give you a tip. When you're programming in Java or you're learning a new programming language, you will see a lot of things that you need to learn. You have to, deal with a lot of information. One thing is to try and learn things step by step. For example, if you enter IntelliJ, you will see a lot of operations that you can perform. You will see a lot of menu options. Before you are confident with using IntelliJ, it's not compulsory that you understand every single thing before you use IntelliJ. The same thing with Java. You see a lot of programs where some things are stated. The main thing is to understand the basic concept, and as time goes, you begin to add knowledge step by step. You begin to understand how the program behaves and even in-depth functionalities behind the program. So now, this is our Hello World application. First, Java is an object-oriented programming language. So we treat things like objects. In case you want to get a little refresher course, I did a course on object-oriented programming, and you can check it in the link below. You don't need to understand Java to understand object-oriented programming. That will help you follow along and better understand the concepts I'm about to teach. If you look at real-life objects, let's look at a car. A car can perform an action, and at the same time, it has attributes. So let's look at attributes like car color. So each car has a color. Each car also has number of tires. Of course, cars normally have 4 tires, but that still is an attribute of cars. It has a number of tires. A car also has maximum speed. So maximum speed is an attribute of a car. A car also has number of gears. So how many gears does this car have in its engine? That's an attribute. Then action. What action can this car perform? This car can accelerate. It can decelerate. it can start engine, it can stop engine, it can play music. Now these are actions. Let's look at a human being. A human being has an age, has sex, has height. These are attributes. Then if you look at actions, a human being can run, a human being can sleep, a human being can laugh. These are actions. Now, in object-oriented programming, we program based on attributes and actions. Now, we can call those attributes variables and the actions methods. Now, when you run a program, there can be different methods in that program. But the first method to run is the main method. And for you to know the main method is signified using main. So once you see main, that is the main method. And a method belongs to a class. Now look at the class as the design. So a human being can be a class. A human being can now have attributes and actions. So in this case, the class is called home and it has only one method called main. And this method is the main method. That means when I run this program, it is going to run this first. So I could have other methods, but it only run this first. Now, you might see public static void. Like I told you before, I will explain that. You don't need to get confused what this means. You would surely understand it as we move on. Also, you might see this. You might get confused. Don't worry, I will still explain that. But what you need to know now is that the main method is the method where the Java program runs from, the first entry point. If you have done web development, the main method can be seen as your home page. You know, like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, if you open it newly, you don't just arrive at messages. You go to the home page first, where you see the post of other people. And then if you desire to go to other pages, you can now click, okay, let me go and see my messages. So in Java, the main method is the first method to run. And in Java, you will see some keywords. The keywords are usually highlighted. In this case, public class are keywords. Public is a keyword. Class is a keyword. What do I mean by keyword? I mean that these words have a particular meaning in Java. So anytime you're using it, you should know what you're saying. So now that I say public class home, I'm saying home is a class. This name home was given by me, so it is not a keyword. But public class is a keyword. Play with the output of hello world. Try to write something. That is your assignment now. Get to your main method and try to change this to something like, hey guys, try to play with the string here. We will get to understand more in-depth Java concepts. If you like this video, please subscribe and expect more wonderful tutorials coming your way.